Fun.
Adversity.
Dangerous.
Perseverance.
Accomplishment.
Life.
The Equinox Traverse Expedition Adventure Race will challenge the best adventure racers in the country by requiring them to trek 58 miles, mountain bike 134 miles, and kayak 11 miles, traveling over 200 combined miles across the wilderness without aid or support in 90-degree temperatures. Racers will suffer through 22,000 feet in elevation gains as they navigate the course with only a map and a compass and their instincts in search of the 20 mandatory checkpoints and up to 26 optional checkpoints scattered across the mountainous Laurel Highlands of southwestern Pennsylvania. Racers have just 48 hours to complete this challenge, and the clock is always running. The team that collects the most points the fastest will be the winners. Teams finishing after the mandatory 48-hour cutoff will be unofficial and unranked. Teams from 4 countries and 23 states have shown up to challenge their expedition racing skills in the Equinox Traverse 48-hour adventure race. Comprised of elite athletes, mothers and fathers, businessmen, college students, and servicemen and women from Canada to South America, adventure racing attracts a broad and diverse group of professional and amateur athletes.
Like anything, you can get as much into it or as little into it as you want, but you need a very understanding boss. So thank you, United States Army, and Lieutenant Colonel Witham. You need a very understanding family as well. I'd like to give a shout out to my dog, of course. It's really, quite frankly, it can become a lifestyle if you want to, but it's just largely an attitude.
Checkpoint 1 to operations. Team SOG's arrived. It's 11:05. Over.
Gives me something to look forward to. Definitely enjoy getting ready for the races with maps and such. So, and then after the races, looking at what we did, how we did.
Team SOG was the first team to arrive at checkpoint 2, but other teams are fast on their heels.
How's the new team member?
She's doing great. She's working super hard.
She descends like a stone. She climbs very well. Yeah, she's doing great. It's her first 48-hour. I'm freaking proud of her, man. She's a trooper. That climb up Bachman, up to the top Sugarloaf, that was a kicker. But the descent down Fire Tower pretty much made it worth it.
So we're here at checkpoint 2, start of the paddle leg. Racers will have been mountain biking for more than 16 miles when they arrive here at CP2. The first 7 miles of the mountain biking course was climbing on single track, very difficult and challenging. But when they arrive here, they're gonna get their boats, don their personal flotation devices, get into the water. Things that they should be thinking about on the water. Sunscreen, big time. If they don't protect themselves on the water now, it's gonna catch up with them later on in the race course. They also need to be staying on their body maintenance, hydration, getting their calories. It's a 9-mile paddle. A lot of racers tend to neglect the body maintenance while they're on the water. Big mistake, it'll catch up with them later on.
Brian, we'll see what we gotta do here, but we may be towing based on boat selection here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adventure racing is a departure from every other aspect of life. It gets you away from daily grind and daily aggravations and lets you just be at peace with nature and activity and get out and challenge yourself. It's an adventure. It's something you don't do in normal daily life, and when you're doing a race, you get to do all kinds of stuff.
My name's Chris Call, 44 years old. Been adventure racing about 15 years, I guess. And lucky enough to race with a fantastic team, Team SOG. I also do race production for Primal Quest. And I have a son, he's 7 years old, and he's a up-and-coming little adventure racer. His name is Summit, and I'm also Mr. Mom.
Front tire got a little flat, washed out around a sharp corner, and I went down,
like a sack of potatoes. Not fun, especially when you land on your face.
All right, Andy, what can I do to help y'all?
Helping them up.
Go get down in there.
Do not drag the boats, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Alrighty. What I got into adventure racing, I had a buddy of mine just kind of talked me into going out doing some all-night hikes, all-night bikes, and I thought the dude was nuts, you know. We'd done some rock climbing together, and that was really about it, because that's when he asked me about mountain biking. I was like, man, I had some mountain bikes. So he goes, well, let's go mountain biking. So we got back, got his wife's bike, went mountain biking. This stuff's pretty cool, man. And then we had this one gnarly trail that was just hammering down like that. I got to the bottom of that thing and I was just like, sign me up, baby. This thing is wide open. Let me have. He goes, yeah, this is just like adventure racing. Because that's all we got to do now is learn how to paddle and we'll be good to go. And I was like, all right. Got it, I'm on.